Hi everyone, I'm the Tax Pro, and today we're going to talk about creating an estimate in Wave. So I have the free version of Wave here. There's also a paid version, which may be a little bit different on some of the features, but today we're going to talk about creating an estimate, which should be the same. So this is the dashboard when you first log into Wave. There's a couple of different ways that we can navigate to the estimate area. So we can start with this create a new button and hit estimate, or we can go to the sales and payments area. It'll drop down and expand, and we can click estimates here. So we don't have a nice pretty setup. Once you set this up, you won't see this. So let's say that we have somebody that wants to have an estimate, right? So we can have our logo here to make it look really nice. You can change the summary here of what you're providing. So maybe we want to say it's an estimate for manufacturing build out. And let's say we can then put a summary. So let's say that we want to explain this is for the build out at 123 Main Street. So that will give the client a lot of context. They'll see there it's the estimate for the manufacturing build out, and it has the build out location. You can always just leave that as estimate and not put a subtitle if you don't want to. So this has the estimate number. This also has a customer reference area. So what is the customer reference area for? Let's say that the customer has a request for pricing and they send us, request for pricing number 578. We would go ahead and reference that number 578 right here in the customer reference area so that they can easily match this estimate to their request for pricing. We need to add a customer. So right now, the ABC Corporation, which is a fake company, does not have any customers. So let's say that we are going to work with Main Street Manufacturing. So as you can see, no results are found. So we can create a new customer. So this is the contact. You can put their email in, their phone number, their first and last name. So let's say that we have Susie Green. Her email is susie@mainstreetmanufacturing.com. These are all fake. Phone number is 555-612-5555. So we can save that. And that's Susie's information. I'll go over setting up customers in a different video in more depth. We're just setting up Susie really quick so we can get her an estimate. You can change the estimate number. Then you can put your date, and you can provide a valid until date. So this is really handy. If we provide a quote now, they're not going to come back in 6 months and try to hold us to that quote, right? Because things may have changed. So you can adjust when you want this quote to be valid until, and then it has some easy references. Or we could just say, you get until the 15th. You get 3 days. Then you're going to add your items here. So we're going to enter the name of the products and services. So let's say that we have a distiller. We can enter some additional information about the distiller that we're selling, make and model of distiller, reference, if it will be installed, all that good information here. Then we're going to provide a price right here. So let's say that the distiller is going to be $47,000. We're going to have an income account, so it's going to go into sales. If you had a separate category for this particular type of service or for this particular distiller, we could put it in a separate sales category that we had set up in the income account. So right now we have sales, and then we have shipping and delivery income. If we wanted to, we could really break that out depending on your particular business model, right? Now, if you had tax, you would put your sales tax here. I don't have sales tax set up in here. I'll go over that in a separate video because it's a little bit complex. We'll save that. So we can then change the quantity here. So let's say they wanted 3. Okay, so we're going to have 3 at $47,000 a piece. Total amount's going to be $141. And then we could add some additional items. Maybe we want to have a, installation charge. Installation of distiller. And that price is going to be $7,500. We could put that in there. We could have that at 3 a piece. We could add a discount down here. So let's say that we want to put a discount if all 3 distillers with installation are purchased. So we're not going to give them a discount unless they purchase all 3, right? So we're going to have, we're going to have 10,000, not 1. And then we can change if we want it to be a dollar amount. So we could do $10,000, or we could say, let's discount them 10%. Okay. And then it's going to calculate 10% of the subtotal here and give us the total. All right. So this is how you create an estimate. I'll go over real quick again. We can do a title for your estimate, or you can just leave it as estimate. Here I changed it, and then you can have a subtitle. This can provide a little bit more context for the client if you would like to do so. Maybe we're quoting them for manufacturing build out at multiple locations. So this happens to be the build out at 123 Main Street, but maybe we're also going to quote them for build outs at other locations. We want to make sure we reference where we're building out. Then we're going to go down to estimate number. The customer reference number can be added if they have provided a specific reference number, like a request for pricing. So sometimes you'll see a customer send you a document and it'll have a request for pricing number or reference associated on that request for pricing. You're going to enter your date. You're going to provide a valid until date. So this is when this estimate's going to expire. We don't want to let Susie come back a year from now and request the same distillers, right? So then we are going to add these items. We are going to put some descriptions in there, quantities and price. If we have sales tax, we can go ahead and change and add that here. So we can change what tax is going to be applied. You don't have to have a description if you don't want to. Like, we don't have a description here for the installation of the distiller. And then when you get down here, you can put a discount if you would like. Discounts can be added as a percentage or as a dollar amount. Here I just put a 10% discount, but we could also put a discount dollar. From here, you're going to press save and continue. You can approve the draft. So this is a draft of the estimate. So we're going to go ahead and approve it. And then once, you can also send the estimate here, or we can mark it as sent. So maybe I give it to Susie and I go over it with Susie in a meeting, or we can actually email the estimate right here. We can also convert it to an invoice. So this is what my estimate is going to look like, okay? Now, we can make it look prettier. You just have to go in, add your logo, all that good stuff. This fake company, ABC Corporation, we don't have an address, we don't have a logo. This is just for teaching. But you'll see here that my main title for my estimate is right here, Estimate for Manufacturing Build Out. It is followed by the subtitle right here. And then we have our customer's information, our estimate number, our customer reference, our estimate date, and then the valid until date. And then we're going to have our itemized estimate here along with our discount, and it's going to give them the grand total. Now you'll notice here that it's going to say powered by Wave. If you email it, it'll have this powered by Wave footnote, and then you can always upgrade to remove that. We're using the free system here because a lot of people I know utilize Wave because it is free, so it makes a very inexpensive option for bookkeeping. So that is how you prepare an estimate. I hope that was helpful. I will see you guys next time.